How's it going, gents? Welcome back to Yapology, the series that's becoming more and more overdone by people that are exponentially bigger in size than I am. My name's Poet, and today we have a very special episode because it is a viewer question. Just like last time, I'll leave out names, but I am going to read straight from the message so we can get the full picture and just kind of do it the easier way. Also, just so everyone is aware, I did ask if I could use this for the video. I don't want anyone thinking I just yoinked this off the guy without anyone's approval, so let's dive right into it. Hey man, just stumbled across this video. I was wondering, at the prehistoric age of 20-something, do you have any regrets? Like in general, besides the regular going out with friends and stuff. I don't go out as much as I used to, and I can't help but imagine me having any regrets. There's not much stress in life to fumble over right now. I'm 20. And not many bills to take care of. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like everyone else around my age have it all down to a T, even when I know they're suffering elsewhere. Thanks. Keep up the good work. First and foremost, thank you for your comment and your support of the channel. I always love the kind words. That almost makes up for the fact that you called me prehistoric. I'm 25, man. I'm not fucking old as dirt yet. No, you're good, man. You're good. I'm just busting your balls. Really, this comment, I feel, can be broken down into kind of two parts. Let's start with what I think is the first part. Do I have regrets besides essentially the fear of missing out? Absolutely, yes. Without a doubt, yes. A lot of my regrets stem from me not doing something rather than doing something, I'd say. Probably like a 60-40 balance between the two. But besides not going out with my friends, I regret things like not trying harder in school until just about the end, or treating people poorly, people that cared about me. I regret stupid things like not shooting my shot with girls. Having what you 20-year-olds call L-Riz, right? Right? I don't know. There's my prehistoric age showing, I guess. But I've got a really rough example of the kind of regret that I have. I dated this girl when I was 18 or 19 years old. I think I was 18. She was really into me, man, and I just totally was hung up on somebody else. I was not a good person back then. A lot was going on upstairs, in my mind, and I was dragging her through all of it, and it wasn't fair. It took a pretty significant event in my personal life for me to really face that fact, and I knew I had to break up with her. I broke up with her just a couple of weeks before Christmas, and she had to give me my Christmas present early because she still wanted me to have it. Tears were in her eyes as I tried to tell her to get her money back, but she refused. Do I regret breaking up with her? No. I wasn't the right person for her, and that fact has been wholeheartedly solidified since then because I'm pretty sure she's getting married very soon, and I've heard she's extremely happy with her soon-to-be husband. But I do regret the way I'd hurt her. I regret the person that I was, and I regret that it took me years to get a grip on myself after that event. I'm glad that I did. It wasn't a bad thing that I learned from that experience, but I wish that I would have grown a little fast. But yes, very long story short, man, I've got plenty of regrets. That's not to say, though, that all regrets are bad. That event in my life was not a good look for me, and it did take a long time for me to learn from it, but I did learn from it. Going forward, that whole situation helped me deal with regrets and learn from regrets and grow as a person. So I am grateful for the way that I acted in a way, as bad as that sounds. I am grateful that I acted that way because now I can look back on it and be like, I regret acting like that, so let's not have it happen again in the future. You seem to have a pretty good head on your shoulders. There's not a lot of stress to have right now. Like you said, you don't really have any bills. Maybe your academics or your work are more of a chore than they are a challenge. So, your next question, are you doing something wrong? This is kind of situational, man. And it definitely varies from person to person. Some people are more introverted and don't need a whole lot of time out with their IRL friends, or, even just to be out in general. I get it. I'm very much an indoor creature. Hell, maybe you're like me and my buddies, where hanging out is just getting the gang on for a night of trouble in Terrace Town. Really, I feel that if you were doing something wrong, you would know it. Especially if you're already doing this. If you're staying inside more, you're not going out as much, and you find some sort of peace or fulfillment in doing what you do now without going out, then I don't see the problem with it. I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Really, at the end of the day, it's what fulfills you, you know? I know plenty of people who, they don't go out a whole lot. They don't have time to. Maybe they find fulfillment in their work or their home life. Maybe they have hobbies at home. I know people who don't go out at all because they would rather stay inside and read a good book, And they're fine with that. That makes them happy. And that, at the end of the day, I think is what matters. As long as you're doing something that makes you happy, doesn't matter if you go out as much, or maybe you don't have a giant circle of friends, or you're getting blasted on a Friday night or a thirsty Thursday or whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as you're happy doing whatever you want, that's really the most important thing. To me, it actually sounds like you have a lot of it figured out. If you're already content doing what you do, I just think that you needed to hear somebody say that you're doing just fine, dude. You certainly have a lot more figured out, better than I did at your age. And everyone around your age will always look like they have it down to a T. There's always a show to put on, but even you know they're faking it. Don't be afraid to embrace not knowing things or regret. More often than not, like I said earlier, those things help you learn and grow into a much better person. I hope this helped, man, and I hope that my advice is somewhat sound, I guess. I don't know. I really hope that this was the kind of response you were looking for, man, and honestly, I wish you the best. Guys, if you have anything you'd like for me to discuss on here, throw it in the comments or the Discord. I want to thank you all for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.